What's up, guys? Just a quick video, bit out of the ordinary today because I bought a controller. I was kind of sick of using non-standard controllers. Like I've got the Red Dragon Harrow, which is pretty good, but my son's worn it out and the thumbsticks have started swaying a lot. And this is like a 800 peso wireless controller, but I don't know if you can see it here. These are already like worn. Like when I pull it there, there's almost no spring back. It's really worn out on both sticks. So there's like a dead zone around about that big on both of the sticks. More towards that way here with this one. But anyway, the Red Dragon is still working, but I wanted to try a classical console controller. I didn't go for the Xbox ones because they're expensive here in the Philippines, and I was able to find these PS4 Sony Dualshock ones for only 830 pesos. I'm guessing they could be a grade A copy, or they're really old stock that, from China or something that they're just getting rid of because of the PS5 coming. Because it does say original price 2.5K. I don't know how legit that is. That could just be like, they could just be saying that. But don't take my word for anything. Like, I'm not bagging on this store at all. It's Lucky Superstar 01PH. But I was attracted to it because the price is awesome. And then they're saying that it comes with a 1-year warranty. So whether it's legit or not, they're offering that. So it's a little bit of buyer security, and given the feedback, it's like 4.8 stars, 122 ratings. Seems pretty solid. And so I bought two of them, and you can see here they just come with the box. Everything seems the way it should be. It's got a sticker on the back, Sony, and I don't know if they use proprietary screws. It is just star head screws connecting this thing, but everything seems normal. Like I've had a PS3 before, and it feels the same. Like nothing feels cheap and poorly made. So the thumbsticks are super responsive in all directions. I haven't tested it in games, but that's what this video is for. And I think this touchpad works. It's also a button. It's a bit weird. But I haven't owned a PS4 before, so I don't know what this thing's meant to do. And yeah, it's got the charging ports there, headset port, and micro USB charging port on the top. So what I bought with it to get it working with PC, this is what I wanted to share with everyone, because I'm sure there are other people that'll like me that like, how do I get this thing working and what can I buy that'll actually work? Because there's no instructions that tell you exactly what you need. Like you can Google it and it'll say get a Bluetooth adapter, but then you don't know. Some people say some Bluetooth adapters don't work. So I just gambled with this one that's only 95 pesos, which is like $2, a few dollars, and because it had a lot of ratings, and it's called the CSR 4.0 Bluetooth adapter. So you can see that there. So shipped to Bahal, it was only 195 pesos. It's really cheap. So I'm just going to test to see if I can pair it to my computer, and then we're going to try a standard console port type of game, and we'll test the controller live and see if it's working, so that if you're thinking of getting a controller for your setup, or if you're thinking of buying one for your PS4 and you don't want to pay too much, you just want to try a cheap one, we can see if it actually works properly. So just going to plug this in now to the front of my PC, just at the USB 2.0 port. Hopefully it's plug and play.
Thank you.
There we go. So Bluetooth icons appeared in the tray. You can see that there. If it doesn't appear, maybe you've had something plugged into your computer before, but you just type Bluetooth and start to bring up this menu. So that'll bring up the same menu and turn it on with the switch. And you can see here it's telling me what's plugged into my computer, my keyboard, and my mouse. That's via USB. The Bluetooth device area is up here. So I'm not seeing a controller plugged in. It's showing the Bluetooth adapter, which is CR, whatever that is. So I'm just going to add Bluetooth device. And before I start trying to pair, I got to turn this thing on. And according to instructions online,
No.
what was that?
Thank you.
Was that just connecting by itself? Unknown device request. Remove device then. Okay, I don't know what just happened. The Bluetooth device disappeared. Okay, I'm going to unplug that and plug it back in. That was weird. Plugging it back in.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, so PS share button, and okay, look, I think it's ready to pair. Or do I have to hold share and PS4 power? I don't know if that's normal. That's like a really weird thing. Okay, well it's flashing, so I guess that might be what I need to do. I'm going to go to Bluetooth. It's got controllers here, but that says Xbox with wireless adapter, and I don't have one of those. So I'm just going to try Bluetooth because it says other kinds of Bluetooth devices. And we're going to see if, yeah, there it is, wireless controller input. So connect. So if yours isn't flashing like this, you got to hold the share and PS button. But you can see here, like that's the quality of the buttons, if anyone was curious. Everything feels really good. It feels genuine to me. So whether it's a copy or not, from my end, I couldn't tell if there was a genuine right next to it, unless they've done something magical to the PS4 controllers to make them much better than the PS3 ones that I've tried. So the light turned solid. So I'm guessing that's synced up. And we'll test it in a game. So I've got Steam open here, and we're going to try Shadow of the Tomb Raider and see if it's just like a plug-and-play deal or if I have to do some more configuring. And then we'll see if the buttons, like the control responsiveness, is actually good, and there's no issues with it being how cheap it was. So we'll just load this up. I haven't actually been. I've been meaning to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I only ever played like the first 10 minutes or so when I was testing games. So it's showing Xbox One controller official configuration. I think that's normal with Steam for the PS4 controllers. It'll just detect it as an Xbox. But let's see. Yeah. Awesome. So you can actually see me. Oh, I just bumped it with my. I bumped enter with my knuckle. Okay, we're just going to test it right into a game. But yeah, straight away it worked. So that's good. That's a really good sign. And we're going to see if I can just run around and do normal stuff without any hitching or sticky buttons type of thing. But nothing feels sticky. So here we go. Hopefully this video doesn't have any latency to it. What frame rate am I running? How can I bring that up? Start. Okay, that's working. I'm just going to look to see if there's an option to bring up the... So I'm in DirectX 12. I am on ultra wide, so it is hard for my a bit hard on my graphics card. Don't know if I need a exclusive full screen. R1. Nope, that's not helping. Mouse. Gamepad. Vibration. How do I test the vibration? I can't feel it. Aim sensitivity. Okay, we're just going to leave that alone. Okay, so what I need to do here is I need to see my frame rate to make sure that's not affecting the responsiveness. The camera does feel a little bit wavy compared to the mouse. See, this is with the mouse. If I just move my mouse over here. So that's the mouse responsiveness. And then this is the thumbstick. A little bit more wavy and slow, like float. It feels like it's floating a little bit more. But that could be normal. It doesn't feel like it's sticking or anything. It's just the sensitivity is a bit lower. So maybe there's even an option to change that in the settings. Gamepad, there's aim sensitivity. So if I turn that right up, we'll see if it improves the speed of the camera. Seeing as camera is kind of connected to aim. No, it's basically the same. I haven't got any weapons or gear yet though.
Part of the plane landed here. My gear is in that cargo. I'll need to cut it down.
I don't have a knife. Oh, the rumble is working. So I'm feeling the rumble now when I went underwater. There's like a slight rumble. It feels nice. It's not really a strong rumble, but it feels good, to say the least. And it's still rumbling at the moment. It's not hard enough to... Okay, it's still going. This is weird. Why is it rumbling now? Is it because there's enemies nearby? I know it stopped then. It stopped after I got bumped. I think it was because I was near the water over here. Let's see. Okay, slight rumble. So X. I don't know what other buttons because I'm still too early in the game. It's all X. But yeah, guys, at least you can see that this is working. It seems very responsive in terms of the quality of the controller itself. The camera is just a bit floaty because it's a console, like because it's a controller versus mouse thing. I don't think it's anything to do with the controller's quality. Okay, cool.
I'll need a tool to open
But as you can see, like I've been trying to do stuff and I haven't had any issues doing what I've done so far. Where do I find the tool then? Can I climb this? No. There must be a button that tells you which way to go. Okay, I got the rumble again when I was going around this area. There must be something that sets it off. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for a knife. Can I get one here? Skills. One weird thing is the controller seems to be vibrating whenever there's one of those pig things nearby, as far as I can tell. Because it just starts going off, and it's just vibrating right now. If I can get away from the pig and it stops, then I know for sure. I can run over here, away from that thing. Oh, I'm near more pig things. I don't know. It's just it's vibrating on its own, and I'm not sure if that's normal or not because I'm in a jungle and maybe it's like a tense type of thingy. Oh. Hey, I found something. Oh, it's a dungeon. I don't want to clear a dungeon. Explore yet. So I guess I need a better game to test with, because this is not giving me like I can't do the aiming type of shooting business. And if I go to like a Battle.net game, then you do need to download something called DSX software to get the controller working with other titles. But Steam titles seem to work out of the box. Oh, here's where I can get a knife. I knew that.
Damn it.
Great idea. Do I have to swim down there now? Oh, I can still do it down here. But yeah, now it's really vibrating. So it must just be when there's danger nearby, it starts vibrating. So it's not the controller just being weird, it's vibrating really strong right now. Die, eel. I'm gonna go up. So I got the knife now, I can... Yeah. Cool. Triangle.
Good, but it's dull. I need to find something to sharpen it.
So I need to find salvage. Is that salvage? It's not vibrating now, it stopped.
I can use this. Still need more though.
So I just need trees. Anyway, this isn't a Tomb Raider like guide or anything like that. I'm just using it for the test, the controller test, and yeah, it seems really, really solid. I can't test all the buttons on this title, but for what it is, it's definitely worth the money. If you need a controller for some reason. And I'll have to do another video on getting it working with software, because I will test it with something like a first-person shooter like Call of Duty, Warzone might be a good one to test with. But that's it there, and yeah, you can see the... I closed them. You can see the stores that I bought through, just in case you wanted to copy, you know, to make sure, because I ordered two and they're both the same kind of quality. So Lucky Superstar PH and Ibelis2019.ph. But I mean, you could also just search wireless Bluetooth adapter. It'll probably come up as one of the top stores, because you can see the ratings, the 521 sold, and these controllers 236 sold. And they've got a nice range of colors, like you can see all the colors here. So you can pick whichever one. Like they got a nice steel one, berry blue, the one I went for. They've got some see-through ones, camouflage colors. And yeah, I'm not like endorsing, like no one endorsed me to do this video. I've just wanted to share that it works, because I was kind of not sure how this would turn out. Like I might have ended up with two broken controllers or a broken Bluetooth, and because there are a few people that said there was an issue here and there. Like if I go to the feedback, like you damaged defective item, you don't know if that's from shipping or what it's for, but it could make you a bit hesitant. Analog reaction is slightly delayed. It does not seem delayed on my end. It's just floaty because it's a controller, but it's actually pretty responsive. So you can see if I do it fast, it's basically matching. So it would more depend on the game and your controller settings. But in terms of there's no dead zone, and they're working really well. So I don't know how well this will last though. You know, like it might break in a week, and I'll have to do another video to report back to you guys to tell you that they don't last very long. But at least first impressions, these are great, and you know it's cheap. So if it failed in like a few months, 6 months, that would be a decent run for heavy use. And you could just, you know, you can buy basically you could buy 3 controllers for the price of 1 at full price at what some stores are selling them at on Lazada and such. So yeah, let's quickly, I'll see if I've got another game I can test with. I'm gonna have to restart. I don't even know what I was doing in that, like with the plane crash. I can't remember. I have to restart Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So what's another game? Halo? Blair Witch. No, that's too slow. I need something kind of fast to test this game with. Oh, Hunt Showdown. Oh, but Hunt Showdown is pretty twitchy. Like, I'll probably just die. It is a first-person shooter, though. Or Halo. We'll go Halo. If it will load. I'm an original Xbox Halo fan, so I had to get the Master Chief Collection. Funnily enough, it's an Xbox game, and I'm using a PS4 control. But I've owned, you know, I had both. I had the original Xbox, then I had the Xbox 360, I think it was, and PS3. So I'm not like a exclusive to one console type of guy. Okay, message of the day. So where do we need to go? Campaigns. Where should we go? Halo 2 anniversary? Yeah, we'll just go here. I haven't played any of it. Quick start. I'm just putting it to easy so that I can test the controller without worrying about dying or whatever. Halo Reach campaign. Is that the one I want to play? Quick start. Oh, I haven't installed. I'll just go to Halo Reach. Sorry guys. I haven't it lets you select what you have installed, like which versions of Halo, and I haven't activated these two yet because Halo Reach actually released first, and then these came after, and I had Halo CE on another computer, on my son's computer, so that's why it's showing, but it's not actually active on this one. So I'm just going to go into Halo Reach then, and we're going to test some first-person action to see how that is. Make sure I can play, and you'll be able to tell straight away if there's an issue with the controller, like trying to aim or trying to zoom on one of these. But basically I just want to be able to test these triggers. They do feel good, they feel nice, and it's just darn light though. They feel... Sorry, Halo loading was making the video lag. Up. But they do feel very responsive. What was aim again? Click. Yeah. So clicking on the thumbstick, and we'll see if we can do some... Oh, hold. I gotta remember what the buttons are, eh? Okay. There we go. We want this. Okay. Let's see. So you can see here now. Now you can see if... Basically, by the way that I aim and shoot, if there's an issue with the controller, it should be really obvious. Oh, I need to get used to it again. There is a little bit of auto aim going on. I can feel the auto aim. I remember the buttons. But yeah, you can see, like, if there was a problem, it would be really obvious in a first-person shooter. It is responsive, it is good, I can spin around. There's some acceleration, like when I hold it, it starts to get faster. That would probably be a controller setting, which I might be able to... Oh, that was nice, I was able to do it with the touchpad. Like, pressing the touchpad brought up the menu. Yeah, so this touchpad button works. It's not letting me aim with the touchpad, but it might depend on the game. Okay, so settings, gamepad, crouch behavior hold, button layout, thumbstick layout, threat turn sensitivity. Oh, theater turn. Well, I'm reading it wrong. Theater turn sensitivity, I don't know. Aim control. Classic or modern? Look sensitivity, there we go. So I can turn up the sensitivity if I want it. I actually found it a bit too responsive. Look acceleration. That was a thing, look acceleration. When I held the button down, it started to zoom faster, and I don't want acceleration necessarily. I don't know. It's been a while. Look axial dead zone. I'll probably turn that down. Like, I don't think it needs it. Doesn't seem to have any drift. Maybe it's got a little bit of drift. Wait. It's still doing, like, when I switch with the thumbsticks, it does a bit of a thing where it'll actually, it seems to be affecting the, like, it'll randomly try to change the percentages by itself. As you can see, it's doing it right now as I'm changing. But that could just be because of the menu in the game, because I wasn't feeling any of that when I'm playing. So just using the arrows, it's fine. It's not doing so the thumbsticks, if there was an issue, they would be affecting the setting as soon as I change. Like, even if I'm using the arrows, the thumbsticks would be, you know, making it go up. And it's only just the way that they are when I'm... It seems to be the way that the game's set up. Like, when I go down, it's also registering a bit right. And when I tap it really fast left, it's registering a little bit to the right. As you can see here, like, I'm going left. And the bounce back of the, you know, the way that the recenter seems to be what's causing it to go off. But if I'm not using the thumbstick, then it's fine. It's a bit weird, but anyway, I'll test in game. So now that I've done that, I'm going to test the dead zone changes. I turned the dead zones to 0. That feels really good. So now the acceleration is minimum. I think. It still seems like there's like a tiniest bit of acceleration, but I can feel it. Hey Eli, my son just came in to watch.
Advise you check it out.
So throw a grenade, that works fine. And you can see the responsiveness. Wait, if I can just cover up this light.
Targets in sight.
No, that doesn't work in this game, Eli. Oh, wait, I'm just doing a video, buddy. I'm just showing everyone how responsive the controller is, that it's legit. And now that I've got the sensitivity and everything adjusted to how I like it a bit more. Wait, where am I being shot from? There is an auto recenter. That's with one of the settings. I think it's doing that right now. Give me a sec, buddy. It was somewhere in here. Auto recentering. Yeah, it was doing that. And I thought it was floating. It's not floating. Save. There we go. So if I'm walking like this, it won't randomly start looking up by itself or recentering by itself. Oh, checkpoint here. I can't remember the way to go. Okay, square is run. Square. And reload is this. Ah, I missed. This thing's putting me off. Sorry. Okay, we'll see if I can do some sniping. Nope. So yeah, this video is a bit longer than expected. You can already, thanks for watching. And if you want to stick around, you can watch a bit longer. But otherwise, hope this helps you guys out in making your decisions. And see you in the next video. So, come on, dude, what the heck? Yeah, you can play it in a minute. Just when I'm done this, I'm just gonna finish this video up. Yeah, this is good. This is like, because I've only played Halo with the mouse and keyboard. This feels so much better to what I remember. That nostalgic feeling of playing a console game.
What's next?
It's on easy.
Boss, we're picking up.
Anyway, there we go. Yeah, that's enough. I showed him, and it's working great. So
we were attacked by Covenant forces. The Covenant is on
just
reach.
show that again.
Repeat, the Covenant is on reach.
The troopers. Let's move, 6. We gotta find the source of that distress call.
yeah, I'm just showing them the buttons. They're all solid. Oh, that doesn't do anything.
Round up strays.
We don't leave people behind. You see those troopers, you let me know.
Noble leader, I'm seeing possible friendly forces under attack south of your position. Over.
We're under attack. I repeat, Mayday. Mayday, 3 Charlie 6. We are under attack by the Covenant. I got wounded. Cannot hold this position.
We need to find those troopers
That's
now.
clicking the thumbstick down. And really good. Alright guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.